Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Rockies franchise. 26-35 right now in season number 1. We are nearing the All-Star break. This Rockies team is actually a lot better than what I thought we would be. I thought we would be where the Pirates are right there in the NL Central. They have 19 wins, 41 losses right now, but I think we're not doing too bad. Scott Ohlberg is an issue though. Last episode we saw another blown save by him. He has 4 on the season. I'm going to move him out of that closer role. He's got 12 saves and 16 opportunities. That's just not good enough for me. And I want to see what he can do in more of a setup role than anything. He's 30 years old. I'm not really banking on him to really be a future guy that's going to be like huge in the out of the bullpen, but we'll have to see. How about one of our subscriber recruits being the #1 recruit now, at least a #1 prospect in baseball, I should say. A potential James Lawson, a catcher for the Miami Marlins. He is very, very good. Took that spot over from Corey Lee. Corey Lee is only hitting .308, and he has limited action too. He must have been hurt for a little bit of the season. Now, Rafael Marchan is now one of our top prospects. After trading for him in the Kyle Freeland trade, he is 22 years old, 60 overall, a potential, 5'9". He does not have much power on the bat, but I don't care right now. I need just prospects to really pop, show what they can do. This guy can just be a good contact hitter, and who knows, we'll have to see what he can do. So let's just check him out in action. Our AA team, Hartford Yard Goats, are actually doing kind of well this year. 6 games over 500 and in first place at the moment. And you can just see the numbers here. Zach Veen hitting in that 6th spot is not off to a good start. He is our #1 prospect in our organization. So let's check out Marchan here at the plate and let's see what he's got. I just want to see exactly what he can do well at the plate. Is here he check swings at an inside curveball, and the check swing in this game has changed. You will get called out a lot for that, so I would recommend not check swinging a lot in this game, and we strike out on the first at bat. So here he is, 0 for 1 at the plate now. Guys on first and second. 1 out in the inning here in the 3rd inning. Here's the outside changeup. He watches that one. As Michael Toglia is on deck. He is a good first baseman in real life, top 3 prospect in the organization. High fastball, and he goes with it to left field. And that one will drive in 1. Let's see if we wave in the second. We do. That's Hitor Takahashi with 91 speed. He gets in safe. And that one will be a bases clearing double on that. And that gives us the 2-run lead, or I guess the 1-run lead, 2 RBI double for Rafael Marchan. And 96 mile an hour up in the zone. Good hit by him. That's the kind of thing I want to see from him. So let's see what we get in his 3rd at bat. I know he's not going to be a guy that's going to hit for home runs. He probably won't hit a lot in his MLB career when he eventually gets up there. And he watches that one. That one may have been in the zone. The manager does not like that. So a nice 3 productive at bats there for Marchan. But here's Zach Veen, our #1 overall recruit. He hits one hard to shortstop, and he has just not been getting going. He's still progressing, but he's hitting below about 200. He's hitting about 160 on the year. Let's check out the forgotten shortstop. This is Ryan Velade, who is one of the 3 shortstops in our organization we're trying to develop along with Brendan Rodgers and Tyson Garraway. He hits one up the middle, and that one gets through. One thing I like about him, he's got good speed, 86 speed. It's way better than Brendan Rodgers. He's faster than Tyson Garraway as well. That brings up Lamar Macklin, one of our other subscriber recruits. He hits one to right field. That one will drop. And now we have men on first and third. 1 out here in the 7th. So that's going to bring up Nuki Ray, one of our subscriber recruits. He is a power hitting left fielder. He can also play probably first base. So he can play outfield and first base. He gets one on the outside half of the plate. He goes with it. This one's deep to right field, and the right fielder misjudges it when it's off the bat, and it ends up bouncing over the wall for a ground rule double, and that one gives us the 3-2 lead here in the 7th. Still 1 out. Here's Hitor Takahashi, one of our prospects in center field, and he walks. He is a blazer. He has 91 speed as that loads up the bases, and here is Rafael Marchan. He gets a pitch over the middle. He drives it deep. He does not have that home run power, so it will stay in the yard, but it will be run down, sacrifice fly, and now it is a 4-2 game. Marchan has had some productive at-bats here in this game. I'm actually pretty impressed. That brings up Michael Toglia, the power-hitting first baseman. We send the runner, and this one will be a hard hit to right field. And that one should score Hitor Takahashi, who was running on the pitch, and the right fielder misplays it off the wall. We're going to get a triple out of this. It's 6-2, big 7th inning for the Yard Goats, and we take the 4-run lead. Really love to see this for sure. So how about Zach Veen? Let's get him going in this game. He's 0 for 3. He gets a pitch over the middle and just hits it hard past the second baseman. Doesn't even try. It is a single. And I love to see this. Our AA team looks like they are very good offensively. So now we move on to the top of the 9th inning. Here's Marchand's last at bat. He hits one to center field. We're going to tag the runner at second, and the throw will be offline. So now we have men on first and third. Michael Toglia at the plate again. He gets a pitch over the middle and does hit that one hard up the box. Hitor again. He's such a good base runner. We have to watch out for him. He's on base quite a bit, and he gets to third on that single. So that brings up Santiago Contador to the plate, and this is where it's valuable. That speed gets all the way to third base, fly ball to right field, and we score on it. This is why I love the future of our bats here in AA. You can just see the run potential we have at this level and future with the bats. Here's John Storm at the plate. He hits a blooper to right field. That one does drop in too. So now men on first and third. This 9th inning is still going. Zach Veen to the plate. Let's see if he's got some clutch here. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Outside pitch, and he absolutely smokes it down the left field line. That one scores 1. Will we round third? No, we won't. We will stay at third, but a double here for Zach Veen. 2 for 5 in this game. You love to see it from him. I definitely want to get him going here in this series. That brings up Ryan Velade with one last at bat, and we do check swing at the outside slider, but you got to love what we see from the AA level here. We get the victory in this one. Everybody hit well, and we got the win. Ended up being 9-3. We offered 12 hits as well. Michael Toglia went 2 for 5. Marchand 1 for 3 at 3 RBIs though. And even our pinch hitter here, Nuki Ray, came off the bench and hit a solid double, got an RBI, and we get the win. So now we move to the MLB level and we check in on the Rockies. We go into a 3-game set versus Cincinnati. We end up winning this game 5-0. Daza went 1 for 4. He's hovering around 300 on the year, and Blackman's still hitting above 330. Then we go up against the Milwaukee Brewers, and we play them 7 times in this month, and we end up with a victory here 4-1. But you can see on the mound, we actually had a very good outing from John Gray. 4 strikeouts, 4 hits given up through 7 innings. He's actually pitching very well this year. He's 6-5. So then we go up against Seattle, and you can just see our record's getting better. 35-40 now. How about Senzatella on the mound this game? He gave up 7 hits, but only gave up 2 runs, and we get the win 4-2 in this game. So our month of June is actually one of those, close to 500 months again. We're 7 games below 500, and we finished the month beating Pittsburgh 2 of 3. So this team is actually not doing bad. I think we're doing pretty good heading into the All-Star break. So now we face St. Louis again, but this time at home. German Marquez is on the mound. He's pitched 7.5 innings. Actually 7 2/3 innings, I should say, as here he is in the 8th facing Paul DeJong at the plate. So we are up 1 here, 1-2 count in the 8th, and that one is going to be a swinging strike on the changeup, and Marquez gets out of this inning. So now Robert Stevenson checks into the game now out of the bullpen. He will try to close us out here in the 9th inning. We're going to try everybody out at closer now. Scott Oberg probably won't be our closer. He's blown too many saves so far. Here's Tyler O'Neill at the plate. He hits a tapper in front of the mound, and that one will be a infield single for him. He's got speed, 96 of it. So that's going to bring up Yadier Molina, pitch in the dirt, and this one will be thrown on to second, and a good slide, and he is going to be safe. If that throw was online, that one would have been an out. So Molina continues this at bat. This time he hits one hard to right field. That one will get all the way to the raw wall. Blackman in right field. I am meaning to change him over to left field. He's not the best fielder out in right. and that one will be a double off the wall, and Molina ties this game up in the 9th. That brings up Lane Thomas here with 2 outs. He's going to try a push bunt, and look at Stevenson. He doesn't pick up the bunt. He just runs after it and was probably going to cover the bag, but he could have picked up that bunt, and it throws off our defense, and now it's 2-1 in the 9th. They come all the way back here, as here is Chris Owings at the plate. He hits a hard ground ball to Nolan Arenado, but the 3rd out of the inning, that will do it. 2-1, St. Louis wins it. And that was another blown save we had. And Robert Stevenson, that last play with that bunt, I'm very, very disappointed in that one. That was right to him. He should have had it. He just put his glove down. He would have had it, but ends up giving up the hit. 2-1 loss. So now we make it to the All-Star weekend, and we want to check out our AA, AAA, and MLB All-Stars in this episode. Now, one of the bright guys in our future is Atlas Luntich. He is very, very good. Great stamina. His walks per 9, that's what I love. I love guys that do not walk a lot of guys. He is good. I mean, he is really good. 63 strikeouts to 17 walks. That's a great strikeout to walk ratio. 1.75 ERA, unheard of, and he is doing very, very well at the AA level. He gets the start in this game. He's doing that well. Michael Toglia is a AA All-Star. He's hitting very, very well this year. I'm very hopeful for his future. He's 21 years old. He's a switch hitter who can play first base. John Storm makes it. I'm surprised at this. He's pretty good, though. See potential, 63 overall, only 22 years old. He's got good fielding attributes. Rafael Marchand makes it. He's hitting 281, so we get to see Marchand, who we just traded for. He will get the start as well. But Atlas Luntich is going to be the guy I'm looking for in this game because I want to see what he can do. I haven't highlighted our pitching prospects as much as I would have liked to, but he's 5-1 off of 10 starts. So let's see what he has. Here he faces the first batter of the game, and that is a line shot to shortstop. That brings up Jalen Davis, one of the best hitters in AA ball, and that one gets through the infield. And Luntich gives up a hit here in the first. But let's see if he can get out of this one. Man on first. This is Yariel Gonzalez at the plate, and it's just a fly ball to left. I like Luntich, man. He has a smooth pitching motion as well. And I like his velocity on his fastball, and I like his off-speed jump. So that's going to bring up Michael Toglia in the first inning, and he will check swing at some high heat, and that will be his first at-bat. Here is Christian Stewart at the plate, and he is one of our subscriber recruits who made the AA All-Star game. It's just a fly ball to left. Here is a line back at the pitcher, and that's off of Luntich. Hopefully he is all right. He took one off of the chest, it looked like, maybe the shoulder. And the manager will check up on him. The catcher will, Marchand, and he will stay in the game. So that brings up the next batter. Ground ball to second, and this is what you love to see. Ground ball double play. Atlas Luntich, remember that name. He looks very good. He only pitched 2 innings this game. Michael Toglia comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 in this game. He hits one hard to right field in the 6th, and that one will be caught. John Storm to the plate now in the 7th inning, and he is just swinging and missing. That's 97 mile an hour up in the zone. None of our hitters have gotten hits in this All-Star game. Marchand at the plate, his 3rd at bat, and he is going to be late on that swing as well. So now we move on to the 9th inning. How about another one of our players in our organization, Kingston Hendricks, who gets the double play line out? That was a little lucky on that one. It was a line shot right at the bag, and the first baseman just steps on it. And now with 2 outs in this inning, Hendricks comes in and gets us a good outing here and brings us to the bottom of the 9th inning. But we do end up losing this game 3-0. Our All-Star team did not produce any runs. Brian Rocchio, who was one of the top prospects in baseball with the Indians at shortstop, he went 1 for 2 in this game. So now we move on to the AAA All-Star game, and we don't have many All-Stars at AAA. Our AA team is doing way better than our AAA team is doing. Chris Rabago makes it. He's just a catcher, 26 years old, deep potential, though I don't have much hope for him, but he did make the All-Star game, so congrats to him. Casey Golden makes it. Now, I adjusted his ratings. That's why they kind of look like this, that he went down, because he is not a top prospect in baseball. But in this game, they had him with top prospect baseball ratings. So I decreased them. He has C potential, 67 overall, 25 years old. So let's see what he does in the All-Star game. Here he gets a low pitch, and he just pops this one up to right field. And that one is an easy out for the right fielder. Chris Rabago, D potential catcher, 26 years old. I don't really have much for him in the future. I'm probably going to be looking to replace him next year, but he does make the All-Star game. And we don't really do too much in this one. And it ends up being 4-3. Our players, like I said, we didn't have many All-Stars in this one. But now we move on to the MLB level and check out first the Home Run Derby. You can just see the participants here. Yordan Alvarez is going to be the favorite here. He leads the MLB in home runs. Watch out for Eric Hosmer here, Miguel Sano. A lot of power in this Home Run Derby right here. Even Mike Trout and Eugenio Suarez is there. And it looks like Yordan Alvarez does come away with the victory, and he gets the Home Run Derby trophy. A bright future with the Astros for him. He leads the league in home runs and RBIs. He would go for the Triple Crown. I actually simmed a season just to see before this series started, just to see like what happens in the series and what I can expect. And Yordan Alvarez actually hit for the Triple Crown when I did that. So let's see what happens here with the All-Star voting. We don't really have too many guys doing well. Charlie Blackmon is obviously going to be an All-Star. He leads the league in OPS, on base percentage, and almost in average as well. He leads the NL in average. And then just looking at the American League, it looks like a lot of guys are doing pretty well. How about Alvarez, though? 76 RBIs at the All-Star break, 29 home runs as well. And then a bunch of other guys doing well. DJ LeMahieu hitting 368 on the year as well. So looking at the All-Star lineup here for the NL, how about Charlie Blackmon hitting 5th, 342 on the year, 18 home runs. He's doing absolutely phenomenal. And he will get the start in center field, actually, this game. Mookie Betts is going to be in right. And then look at the bench. Trevor Story makes it. He actually gets his average up to 284 before the All-Star break, and he's had a pretty good improvement throughout the season, because remember earlier in the year he was hitting like low 200s, and now he's hitting 284. I think that just shows the star that he is. OBP of 360, pretty good, and he's hitting well at 284. You can just see the All-Star lineup here. Corey Seager does get the start at shortstop. That's why Trevor Story is coming off of the bench. So let's see what Blackmon does in his first at-bat here. Facing Valdez on the mound, and with men on first and second here in the first inning. 3-1 pitches on, and he will walk. So now bases loaded here in his first at-bat. He does draw the walk. Charlie Blackmon is just so good at getting on base. So that brings up here in the fourth inning. We're now up 6-1 here for the NL. Here's a hard ground ball to shortstop. It's going to be flipped and thrown on, and 45 speed isn't going to do it. Still turns a double play despite the bobble that time. And now later in the game, we're only going to cover our guys in this one. Trevor Story comes off of the bench here late for a pinch hit versus Chapman, of all pitchers. 7-6 now in the 8th inning. Bryce Harper on deck. Let's see what Story can do. 3-2 count, 2 outs here in the 8th for his first at bat. He hits one hard to left field, but a bit too early on that one. It was an outside pitch and he pulled it, and it's just going to be a fly out. But the NL does go on to win this game. I loved what I saw from all three levels. Our AA team looks very, very good. Our AAA team, not so good, but we had a couple of all-stars. And the NL ended up getting the 1-run victory. And at least we had 2 all-stars here in Season 1, Trevor Story and Blackmon. I expect Blackmon to keep getting it as well. So at the All-Star break, we sit here at 40-51. We're about 10 games below 500, 11 games to be exact. And we're kind of doing what we expected to do. We're behind by 23 games in first place, though. We have a lot of rebuilding to do to compete with the Dodgers. How about our AA team? We're actually up in first place by 4.5 games, 37-24. Very, very good. Look at our away record, 23-7, doing very, very well. We actually have one of the best AA teams as far as team rankings goes. You see that we're ranked first. And then at the AAA level, we have the 23rd ranked team, hitting 235 as a team for the Isotopes. I wouldn't say we're doing too bad, though. We're not at least the Skeeters, who are 26-56. So I just want to look at some transactions which have went down. How about Kyle Lewis being traded? I am surprised to see the Seattle Mariners give up on Kyle Lewis, and they trade him to the New York Mets. So the Mets now have their center fielder of the future. He is 25 years old, very bright potential. They traded for Jordan Yamamoto, and I just don't know about this. I mean, 74 overall, beat potential, 23 years old. I just don't see it why they would make that trade. So next episode will be the trade deadline special. The big question is, who will we trade Trevor Story to? He is the top guy on the trade block in the MLB right now, and we could be looking to get something really good for him. I want at least the top 50 prospects, so we're going to have to find one of those. I think that's what it's going to take to get Story, and I'm going to find it. I don't know who it's going to be. I'm looking for a guy that can potentially be a franchise player once again, so we'll have to see. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what guys you would like to see me go after. That is a top 50 prospect. We'll see. It might be hard to get a potential guy, but we'll have to see. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't come.